another vlog today. I'm just going to keep rolling them out, guys. But this week we're going to be talking about wives submit to your husbands. What does the Bible mean when it talks about wives submitting to your husbands? Ephesians 5 verse 21 to 23 talks about wives submitting to your husbands. That's a very strong word, and a lot of us in this modern day and age, especially with the feminism etc going on, we don't want to be hearing about no submitting to who. But let me just tell you a little groundbreaking statement. I am submitting to my husband. My version of submitting does not look the same as someone else's. I think some people think that means you need to be walking a couple paces behind your husband, silent, looking at the floor. You know, I'm not like that. I'm very, it's a partnership. There is a dual agreement where we move forward as a couple. But the biggest thing that comes to my mind is respect, and I'll go into that in a second. But when I look at submit, I feel like that word come under is, I mean, submit to me means to come under my husband, and I really like that interpretation. I was talking to my mum about this a while back, and she was you know, saying, hey, you know, one of the interpretations she heard was about coming under the vision. What vision are you coming under? What dreams? What is the man like that you're coming under? And I must say, I'm confident enough in my husband to come under everything that he stands for because I know him well. But submitting effectively comes with knowing. That doesn't mean that he suppresses me or abuses me or beats me and tells me to shut up every time I have an opinion on something. I'm a very alpha female, and I come from a family of alpha females, and I've had to learn wifehood in a different way than I'd seen it and have ever experienced it. There are so many things that I've learned on my journey to becoming a wife, and on my journey as being a wife, that has taught me what a successful, happy marriage means. It means us being completely who we are. I can be very loud. I am a little bit nutty, and my husband is an introvert. He is very quiet. Sometimes people might think that I'm the oppressor because I'm loud. But no, it's just a personality trait. I think someone who's quiet seems like they're not interested, nonchalant and flippant. And I just think that, like I said, another thing is a personality trait that can get misinterpreted. But yeah, I do think that it has its values, and I do think that sometimes within this day and age that we have a lot of feminism, and it's really shot us in the foot in some ways, because I do feel like structure is very important in the home, especially when you have kids and family. I think that they do need to see a structure, they do need to see a head. They do need to see someone moving forward and saying, all right, this is what we're doing. Sometimes the head doesn't look like the head. And what I mean by that is, like with YSS, you might see me at the front and people might think, oh, she's the one who's taking the bulls by the horns. But really, the card holder is behind the scenes. And I'm not saying that he's manipulating or doing anything like that, but I'm saying that we have our roles and we know what our roles are and how it works for us as individuals. So that's all I have to share on the topic of submitting. I don't think there's anything wrong with that word, and it doesn't make me less of a woman, and I don't think any of you should think that about your marriages either. I think what you should be thinking about more is the roles that you have, what works within your marriage, what is great about your marriage, what can you work on within your marriage. I hope that's helped. Like, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think that submitting is an archaic notion? Do you think that the Bible is not, you know, has been misinterpreted when it comes to submitting? Yeah, just let me know. Leave a comment if you want to, and yeah, I'll definitely reply. Thank you. Bye.